Hey, look at that. It's me. Hiya, pal. Hiya, pal, for you too. You're looking pretty good up there, if I do say so myself. Right back at ya.
Well, hiya, Mickey.
Oh, nothing. Oh, hiya, pal. I was just talking to myself.
I must say, it looks pretty good up there.
Oh, heard that, huh?
You know that statue honors the Walt Disney Company's 100th anniversary, which we're celebrating throughout 2023. And today, it's here at D23 Expo to welcome all of us here in person, as well as everyone who's watching on D23 Expo Live.
Hey there, everybody. Great to see ya. Hope you're as excited as I am.
D23 Expo is the biggest Disney fan event in the world. And you're going to see presentations, panels, interviews from Disney, Pixar, Marvel, and more. And you'll get some sneak peeks at some new shows, films, and experiences. And we have some announcements that you're going to have to see to believe. Well, it looks like everyone's made their way inside already. Are you ready, Mickey?
You got it, Bob. You're doing a great job up there. Perfect.
So, Mickey, are we saving a spot for the statue?
Yep, but I'm not sharing my popcorn.
I hope you enjoy the show, and incidentally, have a handkerchief handy. If you're like me, you're not only going to laugh a lot, but you're going to shed a few happy tears.
Everything Disney, Star Wars, Pixar, Marvel.
The best part about being here is the Disney community. Everybody is really nice and welcoming.
That's the best part, being original. We're 3 generations of Disney fans. We love it.
There's so many Disney things here that you wouldn't find anywhere else. I'm so ready.
Experience of my life.
And now, please welcome from Disney's Broadway productions of The Lion King and Aladdin and the North American tour of Frozen, Pearl Kwesi, Delaney Remy, Katie Terza, Jacob Dickey, Kaylin Creaser, Tatiana LaBeouf, and hold on to your hats, folks, for Broadway's very own genie, Michael James Scott.
Because, you know, we got to get on here. Can y'all believe it's been almost 3 years since we have been here? Can y'all believe that? But guess what? We are back! I'm gonna say that again, y'all. We are back! So are y'all ready to a warm welcome to the Chief Executive Officer of the Walt Disney Company. Y'all know who I'm talking about, Mr. Bob Chapin.
Well, thank you so much. And let's give another big round of applause to the Disney on Broadway cast. Hello, Disney fans, and welcome to D23 Expo 2022. Sure feels great to be back with all of you. You know, it's so exciting to see people from all over coming together to celebrate a shared passion for the magic of Disney. And I can't tell you how thrilled I am to be here with this incredible community, the biggest Disney fans in the world. So whether you traveled across town or across an ocean to be here, I want to thank you for joining us and for being such an important part of the Disney family. You know, I know we've all had to wait a little bit longer than usual for this chance to reunite and share our love of Disney. But let me just say that based on all the incredible things that we have planned for this weekend, I promise you it will be worth the wait. In fact, this is going to be our biggest, most over-the-top D23 Expo ever. More content previews, more special guests, and more news from the parks, and maybe even some more surprises. Now, we've made sure that you have more to see and more to do than ever before, and I can't wait for you all to experience every moment of it, because you are going to get a first look at some of the incredible new films and new series coming from Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Lucasfilm, National Geographic, and our general entertainment team, and more. Plus, you're going to be the first to hear about exciting new projects coming to our parks from around the world, as well as some big news coming from Disney Cruise Line. And of course, we're here today to meet our newest Disney legends. So I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but Disney is truly the most magical entertainment company, with stories and experiences that are really unmatched anywhere. We are in a league of our own, and I can't tell you what an honor it is to lead this company at such an exciting moment in its history. And that moment, of course, is our year-long celebration of the Disney 100th anniversary. Okay, so we're going to be pulling out all the stops to honor a century of groundbreaking Disney storytelling, experiences, and magic, along with all the dreams that they've inspired and the memories that they've created for countless families and fans. You know, it all started, of course, in 1923, when Walt Disney set this company on a path that would revolutionize the entertainment industry. And over the last 100 years, no company has had such a profound impact on our culture or on the lives of generations of people, including me. You know, growing up, my parents took my sister and me on annual trips to Walt Disney World. And honestly, those visits changed my life because it made me realize that there was this great big world that was out there beyond the smokestacks of my hometown, that I could really aspire to something bigger than the world around me. I had never seen anything so grand nor so pristine, so inspiring. There were thousands upon thousands of people from every corner of the globe coming together to experience all the joy and wonder that Disney has to offer. And really, that's what Disney's all about. It's that spark that ignites something that's special inside of you. It's the promise of a brighter tomorrow for anyone who dreams big enough. And it's the permission and encouragement to forge your own path. So maybe it's an escape to a world that celebrates you for exactly who you are. and what values make you unique. And as everyone in this room will attest to, it's really what unites a community of people who believe in this world and what a magical place it can truly be. So as we gather here this weekend, I want each and every one of you to think about that magical Disney moment that sparked something special in you, because that spark can never be extinguished. So 10 decades of creativity, innovation, and determination created the Walt Disney Company that we all know and love today, the most enduring and beloved name in entertainment. It's an awesome responsibility to lead Disney as we begin a second century of telling stories and creating magic, of connecting people from all walks of life and making magic that will endure for the next 100 years. This is a historic and unprecedented milestone, and I can promise you, we are thinking big, just like Walt did all those years ago, because our goal is to revolutionize entertainment yet again. And we're going to do it with our unrivaled creativity and our excellence in storytelling, with amazing and innovative technological advancements that give our storytellers new canvases and some new tools. And we're going to do it by forging even stronger connections with all of you, the fans. So we're imagining a future where Disney Plus isn't just a streaming platform, but a platform for next generation storytelling that blends the world of physical and digital worlds in ways that only Disney can. Where one can personalize and customize your experience. A future where sports viewing isn't really just a passive experience, but a chance to be part of the action. And a future where our theme parks break through the physical and technological boundaries of today to create experiences that defy expectation and explanation. Our amazing team is hard at work creating this future. And since we last met here in Anaheim, despite the unprecedented challenges of the past 2.5 years, the Walt Disney Company has continued to produce remarkable storytelling and entertainment. From amazing movies and series to world-class sports coverage, the last few years have been filled with some of our company's best storytelling. And we brought incredible new lands, attractions, and experiences to our parks, along with a brand new cruise ship, the Disney Wish. But I want to tell you all, we're just getting started. And you're going to hear a lot more later on in the weekend from our storytellers and our parks teams. But I do want to share one little thing with you today. So for those of you that were here in 2019, you may recall that I shared the promise of what would become Avengers Campus right here at Disney California Adventure. And I'm proud to say that this dynamic land is already a guest favorite, and it's no surprise why. You can sling webs with Spider-Man, you can see him soaring 85 feet in the air, enjoy the fun of an adventure with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and enjoy food big and small at Pym Test Kitchen. But we're not done yet. The Marvel team continues to expand its cinematic universe, and so today I'm excited to announce that the Avengers Campus at Disney California Adventure is going deeper into the multiverse. To do that, we're going to be expanding Avengers Campus, and the heart of this new area will be a sensational new attraction. Guests will be able to battle alongside superheroes and villains from anywhere. And there might even be some of you that are even aware of who these villains are. So those of you attending Josh tomorrow's D23 presentation on Sunday will hear a lot more about this from him, and along with Kevin Feige himself, and I know you're going to absolutely love what they've got to say. But it's safe to say you would expect nothing less from a company that's defined entertainment for the last 100 years. And let's be honest, Disney didn't become the cultural institution it is today by playing it safe. To paraphrase Lumiere, we don't have time to be timid, we must be bold, we must be daring. And that's always been the Disney way. And that's how we create the next 100 years of magic. And I can't wait for you to see what's coming. So, speaking of 100 years, we're embarking on a historic year-long celebration. Disney 100 Years of Wonder. a time to honor everything people love most about Disney, with a journey from the past to the present and then into the future. And all throughout 2023, we'll celebrate with new 100th anniversary content, experiences, and programming. Everything from a traveling exhibition that will visit destinations around the world, to new Disney 100 themed experiences in our park, to a new feature film from Walt Disney Animation Studios, and so much more. And it all gets started with a bang at the end of this year during Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest. Now, I told you that we have many exciting things in store for you this weekend. And when you arrived, you probably saw the enormous new Mickey 100 statue as you entered the convention center. Now, that was created with the help of James Fauntleroy, a Grammy Award-winning musician and a huge Disney fan, and of course, an incredibly talented artist. So I'm excited to announce that starting in January, all D23 Gold members who join or renew in 23 will receive an exclusive replica of the Mickey statue. But knowing this crowd, I don't really think you want to wait until 2023. So as a special treat, each of you today in the audience will receive this exclusive commemorative that depicts this amazing statue, and of note, these will not be available anywhere else, and we've only produced enough for people in this room. So this is just another way for us to say thank you to our biggest fans and get ready for our 100th anniversary. Woo! So all throughout the weekend, you're going to get exclusive details about our upcoming Disney 100 celebrations. And to get things started, we're giving everyone in this room today an exclusive first look at a special video that's going to mark this milestone occasion. Let's take a look.
There is a feeling that fills our heart and soul and makes us believe in things we never ever thought were possible. It's called wonder. Wonder is magic. The way it dances into your bones, feeds your soul, and then comes up for air in the stars above. Makes no difference who you are. Wonder is mind-bendingly beautiful, shared across generations, across time, across this whole wondrous world.
I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing. That was all started by a mouse. Well, I came to Hollywood in 1923 with $40 in my pocket.
Hey, look now, here we go!
And Mickey Mouse came into our life, giving visual form to characters, places, that have only existed in the imagination. It's the kind of challenge we enjoy.
Imagine wishing. Make a wish.
Stories have not only given us entertainment, but a kind of wisdom, humor, and understanding that, like all true art, remains imperishable through the ages. But here, maybe I can show you what I mean. Live life to the fullest. Walk with your head above the ground. And when the time comes, as the poet says, to shuffle off this mortal coil, you go out with a hop, a skip, a jump, and a song in your heart.
little surprise.
I've found that people are very interested in facts.
You know, when I think of some of the biggest moments of our time, it's a reminder of the responsibility that comes with this job.
Good morning, America. If it's not the running, ABC. Someone actually reached out to handle this small piece of the world.
Inside these islands, so many mysteries. We are going to see some incredible wildlife. This is a dream come true.
You are live right now on Good Morning America.
Ever since the beginning of wisdom, man has dwelled deeper and deeper into the marvels of nature's secret world.
That's when I understood the power of images.
In an instant, it all comes flooding back. A childlike sense of wonder.
We belong to something much greater than ourselves.
This is the moment that you were born to inhabit.
We're far more capable of doing things that we think are impossible.
ESPN. Regular damn remote.
ABC, quiet part of the sport. The thrill of victory.
What time is it?
And the agony of defeat.
Hello, sports fans. There were some things going on in sports today that will make your brain fall out of your skull.
Here's Michael in the foul line.
The Sports Center.
Welcome to Wimbledon. I'm Chris McKendry.
Stanley Cup final.
Sports have always had the power to inspire.
Who says I can't? Oh, yeah. I've been fighting these hard times.
We did not come this far to just break down and lose.
No victory that I choose.
I'm going to win.
This is your fight.
It's about relationships, it's about family, it's about having a great, great time.
To Disney World. Oh, it's so beautiful.
In this timeless land of enchantment, magic and make-believe are reborn, and fairy tales come true. We hope that will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
People now are bringing grandkids and great-grandkids. And it's just become such a part of people's hearts and memories. It really is for everybody.
It is perfectly acceptable to dance on the street, to sing, and to smile.
We keep moving forward, opening up new doors, doing new things, because we're curious. In this land, hopes and dreams are all that matter.
Storytelling is a way for people to explain their world, passing on custom
customs and beliefs from one generation to the next.
Is this where our magic comes from?
I know one thing. Wherever we go, this family is our fortress.
What should happen if you forget about me?
Don't ever forget about me. Promise. Not even when I'm 100.
Everything is possible, even the impossible.
Long live miracle moments. Long live the adventurers, the illuminators, the beauties, and the beasts. And long live stories that help us all believe in the power of goodness. Because if we continue to surround ourselves with wonder, we will always find each other and a bright future together.
Here she comes!
I only hope to never lose sight of one thing, that we all started that once.
Of course, we could not start this historic celebration without all of you. So thank you. And hey, Mickey and Minnie, you two are looking super sharp in those platinum outfits. And we're glad you're here because today marks another milestone. Because this year is the 35th anniversary of Disney Legends. And we're honored today because we have actually several past Disney legends that are here for the celebration. So let's turn up the lights and give them a chance to take a bow. Thank you all for being here. So for your incredible contributions, your artistry, your imagination, your gifts, your spark, we truly value all of our Disney legends. And to another special group here is joining us today with the ceremony, our Global Disney Ambassadors. Let's give them a big D23 welcome. So as many of you know, the Disney Ambassador Program is one of our park's most enduring and unique traditions. These distinguished cast members serve as our official representatives for each of our resorts. You know, back in 1965, we announced the very first Disneyland Resort Ambassador. Then a few years later, the Ambassador Program was expanded with the opening of Walt Disney World. And I'm so thrilled to announce that in the audience today are the very first ambassadors from Disneyland, Julie Ream Casaletto, and the very first ambassador from Walt Disney World, Debbie Dane Brown. Our ambassadors continue to foster Walt's original vision, sharing the magic of Disney with fans all across the world. And we're so honored to be joined by, today, Kanoa from Alani, Lily and Tony from Hong Kong Disneyland, Carmen and Quentin from Disneyland Paris, Mika from Tokyo Disney Resort. Allie and Rayvon from Walt Disney World. And Natalie and Mark from Disneyland Resort. So it's great to have all you guys here, and we send our best to the Disney ambassadors in Shanghai who couldn't be here today. So how about another round of applause really for all the Disney ambassadors. So now it's my absolute honor to welcome our host for today's Disney Legends Awards ceremony. She's an Emmy Award-winning TV host, a world-renowned journalist, and the winner of the distinguished Edward R. Murrow Award. She's a critically acclaimed author, and she's a beloved member of the Disney family. Please join me in welcoming to the stage the host of the Tamron Hall Show, Tamron Hall.
This is surreal. I can't believe it. Thank you so much. I have to point out, Disney is in my heart, Bob, but it's also on my sleeve. Mickey, can you spot the Mickey? I couldn't miss this for the world. The expo leading into the 100th. Okay, wait a minute. I'm not Aladdin, but I've got a little magic. Are you excited? That this was truly the most important place to be today. So the fact that I got an invitation and I'm a Disney fan, I bow to your greatness, Disney family. Bob, thank you. I'm a big Disney fan and it's an honor to be here.
Well, we appreciate you being here to honor our legends. You know, you're going to be great today, so I'm just going to leave it up to you.
Okay, you know what, I got big shoes to fill, but you promised that this was the biggest, the best. We waited to be together, and now we're here. So let's get on with the show.
Right,
thank you, Bob. Thank you. Thank you. Let's give it up for our cast. Thank you. Let's hear it for Minnie, Mickey, and all in our house. Let them hear the love. It's been 3 years we've been waiting to be here together, and here we are. This is the way. Thank you. Let's give it up. So today we celebrate our 2022 Disney Legends. The Disney Legend Award is bestowed to an individual for making a significant impact on the Disney legacy. The award itself symbolizes their inspiring contributions and talents. The spiral stands for imagination, the power of an idea. The hand holds the gift of skill, discipline, and craftsmanship. The wand and the star represent magic, the spark that is ignited when imagination and skill combine to create a dream. And now, our first honoree.
Make a plan. Set a goal. Work toward it.
Our next guest is a star, co-executive producer,
Leading radio personality, the longest running primetime medical drama ever.
TV's $20 million woman. Ellen Pompeo.
I get to be a superhero in scrubs and bring smiles to people's faces.
Disco is unbelievable.
Do you believe it?
Come and gone.
And thank you for the fans. I wanted to use my platform and put something positive out there for young women. Ellen Pompeo, fiercely honest about growing older in the spotlight. As an actor, flaws are a necessity. Nobody's perfect, and I'm not, and I'm okay with that. So pick me. Choose me. Love me. What do you think the secret to success is? A fantastic character, integrity, and compassion, all the things that whoever put us on this planet intended us to be. You have a voice, so use it. Whatever it takes, just find your voice, and when you do, fill the damn silence.
inspiring, beautifully flawed superhero in Scrubs, Disney legend, Ellen Pompeo!
My least favorite thing, speaking in public. You've all done this, made me a legend. I was thinking about this morning in the shower, and I thought, now that I'm a legend, my daughter Stella is here with me. And last night when I went into her room to tell her to shut down that computer and go to sleep, she was laughing, the most fantastic, deep, deep belly laugh. And I said, what is so funny? And she said, Blackish. And I said, what is it about Blackish that you love so much? And she said, it's so relatable, Mom. So that's the power of storytelling. The power of, so Stella also, so now that I'm a legend, you have to do what I say, please. But that's the power of storytelling. It's powerful. And to be a storyteller and to work for the best storytellers in the world is quite a magical thing, and we couldn't do it without you. We tell the stories for you. We're inspired by you. We know you see us, and we know you love us, and we see you, and we love you right back. And it's an honor to tell these stories that bring us all together and make us feel like we're all connected, because that's when we are truly our best selves, when we're thinking of one another. And sorry, I'm losing my train of thought because I could get emotional. You know, I'm an actor, it happens. Listen, we are our best selves when we're thinking about one another. I tell these stories for you every time I walk on set. When I have lines to say, I think about how are people going to receive this? How are they going to think about it? What are we doing by telling these stories? It matters. We think about you all so much when we're telling these stories, and we love you and appreciate you. Thanks for showing up today.
New ideas, new ways of looking at things.
Artist, absolute artist, from top to bottom. If we didn't have doors that gave credit where credit is due, Robert Coltrane's name would be on a lot of doors. And that's because he was such a prolific Imagineer. He could, and he did, do it all.
Robert was one of the best humans to work with here at Imagineering.
He was this consummate storyteller that he could imagine the experience and actually do everything that it took to deliver that experience.
He could do that in a weekend. He could do it in a day.
His brilliant showmanship, his love of the Disney parks, and total understanding of the science of Imagineering.
He never stops. He's constantly thinking, he's constantly designing.
He is a hit maker.
A master at making impossible ideas makeable.
Millions of people across the globe, without them knowing it or not, have experienced Robert's work. And how many lives he's reached through what he's done at Imagineering, it's probably impossible to quantify.
We like to say here that the sun never sets on a Disney theme park. I would also say that the sun never sets on the work of Robert Coltrane.
Inspiring peers and projects alike through Imagineering, Disney legend, Robert Coltrane.
I know that you're all thinking, who the heck is this guy? Well, and that's understandable because 70 years ago, when Walt assembled his first Imagineers, not only were they creating Disneyland, they were creating a whole new art form. And unlike movies and music and theater, there was no place for credits. So when you step aboard your Jungle Cruise boat or your dune buggy, no one hands you a program. And after you race through Radiator Springs Racers, there's no giant screen with all of our names scrolling by. No, we are Imagineers, and for the most part, we're kind of invisible. So, and that's okay. We work behind the scenes, and we let our creations become the stars you come out to see. Except on days like this, when you drag us out from behind the curtain, and here I am. First up, I'd like to thank Bob Weiss, Bob Iger, Bob Chapek, all the Bobs and the non-Bobs who made this possible. I'd also like to thank my creative leaders who opened doors for me and believed in me and trusted that I would follow in their footsteps. To be honest, it's very strange to be standing up here by myself. Because if there's one word that best describes Imagineering, it's collaboration. No one Imagineer can design and build an attraction by themselves. It takes a lot of people. And I brought a few of them with me today. I won't embarrass them all, but I would like to give a big shout out to my favorite creative collaborator, Kevin Rafferty, who should be up here with me. Lori Coltrane, my sister. Yes, I worked on projects, many of them with my sister, and not only is she a fantastic Imagineer, she's the best sister ever. And John Georges, executive producer extraordinaire. John, for the past 3 decades, you have been our Walt Disney. You have inspired us, you have nurtured us, and you have brought out the best in us every single day. We thank you for making the company and the whole world a better place. There are so many people I would love to thank, from artists to architects, ride engineers to special effects wizards, estimators, planners, producers, project managers, prop designers, graphic designers, and everyone in the world-famous Imagineering model shop. And I could go on, but I will leave you with this. I would like to dedicate this to all the Imagineers I had the privilege of working with for 29 years. We all worked around the clock and around the globe because we love bringing joy and happiness to millions of guests every year. So to my great big family of incredible, invisible Imagineers, I say thank you. Though I'm the one standing up here in the true spirit of Imagineering, this one's for all of us. Thank you very much.
Whatever happens with the popularity thing, you know, stay yourself. Don't change to please me.
Me change? Never.
Please welcome Dr. Dempsey.
Dreaming is Dr. Dempsey, you know, the sexiest neurosurgeon alive.
All the elements that are coming together to make that happen, it's a lot of fun, it's inspiring. And you really just sort of enjoy the moment while it lasts.
One door closes, another door opens. mind into. I believe that. You really have to be focused on the here and the now. The mindfulness of it is what I really enjoy the most. It's quite a long journey, and
Now I really appreciate it. Very thankful. And I think when you work through those things, the universe will bring the things to you.
Wow, your philanthropy and highly regarded performances took over our hearts, forever enchanted. Disney legend, Patrick Dempsey.
Wow, what a tremendous honor, Bob. Thank you very much. I want to thank you. It's remarkable to be standing here. It's very moving. I have to tell you, my first encounter with Disney was many years ago. I've been in the business now. I was driving down here counting over 37 years. And my first encounter was, there used to be the Disney Movie of the Week on Sunday night. I lived in a rural community in Maine. We didn't get a chance to get to the cinema too much, so I was exposed to all the great movies on that evening. And my first job here was a Disney Movie of the Week called The Fighting Choice. And I'd look at how many films and projects I've done with Disney. It's been a profound experience. I'm so grateful to be a part of that. And with the success of Grey's Anatomy worldwide, it gives you an incredible platform. And I think that in itself is special, but fame is not everything. It's sometimes very empty. And what I'm learning is the most important thing is to be of service, to give back. And with that, my mother fought a very long battle with ovarian cancer. And because of the platform and the way people would perceive me, because of Derek Shepard, I was able to open up a center called the Dempsey Center for Cancer Hope and Healing. So we don't treat the disease, we treat the person holistically, and we make sure that they don't have to pay anything for these services. It is the town I grew up in, the state I grew up in, and our mission is to spread the word, because I truly believe that as soon as someone is diagnosed with cancer, they should have these type of services immediately to complement traditional medicine. And I got some great advice before I left Maine. Never forget where you come from, and I think that's an important thing. And I will say the same here for Disney. I have had such success with this company. It's been remarkable. And to be able to do this work, number one, to be a working actor, we're fortunate. And to have people see your work is even more fortunate. And to be able to use that for something that's very positive, especially in the world we live in right now. You see and you can feel from these images what happens when we come together as a community. How we work together, how we respect each other, how we love each other, and how we understand different positions. And through cinema, through TV, we can do that. We can help and we can teach. And the other thing is Enchanted. Everyone's looking for their special someone. I have that. I have my queen. Jillian, thank you. And my 3 children who are the future, and I think this is something we all have. And when we have our children, when we have a family, that the time that you invest in that is so important. To see them growing and thriving is the greatest reward. And the beautiful thing about the essence of Disney is that family and of those values. So with this, I accept it with humility and gratefulness, and I hope I'm back here 30 more years. Thank you, have a great day. Thank you for your time.
From the time
I started with Disney in '79 to now, I'm still learning.
A few of the many, many endeavors that Doris has had her hand in. Epcot, the Land Pavilion, the Galleries of World Showcase, the expansion of our parks in Hong Kong, and most recently at Shanghai Disney Resort.
We have to nail it on this one. I was very grateful to work on Gardens of Imagination. Coming up with the idea and then creating the artwork for it, the beautiful artwork, and then working with the artist to carry it through, it's fantastic. I am a person who has never not accepted a challenge. It's coming up with great designs and having a great time doing them. I view this company as my family. And to be able to carry that aspiration about what it is that we do and engage that into other people and inspire them, I think that's the greatest gift.
Creative artist, visionary designer, inspiring leader, and Imagineer, Disney legend, Doris Hardoon.
Out there. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Tamron. You know, I'm really grateful to Disney, but especially to all of you fans out there from around the world and I hope you've enjoyed everything that I've created for you, that I've had the privilege to create for you for all these years. And actually, speaking about all these years, and I'm not making this up, but 43 years ago, actually the same week in September, I met and had an interview with Marty Sklar, John Hedge, and Rolly Crump. And I swear, I didn't know who they were. I really didn't. I was actually looking for some just freelance work, but they apparently saw something and they hired me on the spot, and well, that's when I became an Imagineer. It was pretty cool. I guess my karma was to be part of this amazing industry, which is like, I would have never guessed in a million years, growing up in Hong Kong, that I would be part of the Disney family, and let alone be standing here receiving this amazing Disney award. So I guess I would have thought, well, maybe I'm crazy, but I'm supposed to be here, or I've done some things right in my career. I did have an amazing career, I must say, designing fantastical projects from all over the world. And I thought to myself, how on earth are the executives ever going to top all this, right? Because I've had some wonderful experiences. Well, they said to us, and they asked the Imagineers to design and create this humongous Shanghai Disney Resort. It was the first time everything project. I'm not kidding, it was wild. And I was one of the lucky ones to be asked to work on that. So I couldn't believe it. Bob Iger, the CEO then, said something to us. So he definitely said something to us that was brilliant. He said, okay, you know Imagineers are kind of crazy for acronyms, so I'm going to test you guys. ADDC. Do anybody know what that stands for? Authentically Disney, distinctly Chinese. Yes. And here I thought he was talking about me, because I'm authentically Disney, and definitely I'm distinctly Chinese. But you know, he wasn't. Too bad. But honestly, this authentically Disney, distinctly Chinese, when you think about it, it sets it sort of laid down a direction for us, a bearing for all of us Imagineers to do what only Imagineers do. And do you guys know what that is? Come on. That's good. No, we do what it is. What it is that we do is we do the impossible, right? We do. We have vision, we take risks, and we make a difference with blood, sweat, tears, and especially with love. We make dreams into reality, and guess who it's all for? For all of you fans out there, it's all for you. And we do this over and over again, and we'll continue to do it over and over again. I honestly didn't think any of that could be topped. I really didn't. But you know what? This moment did, standing here in front of all of you guys and getting this amazing Legends Award. For all the past, present, and future Imagineers, when I say thank you from the bottom of my heart for acknowledging that we do the impossible and that what we do matters to all of you. It really means a lot to us. Stay strong. And you made me feel like a Disney princess right now.
The nominees for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Comedy Series are Anthony.
I think Anthony's always amazing.
He is always amazing.
You are a jack of all trades. You can act, you can play the piano, but you can rap too, man.
Welcome back, Anthony Anderson.
I'm your guest host for the night, Anthony Anderson.
You are so multi-talented.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
You know, we always talk about never being afraid to fall. And I've always said if we're afraid to fall, we'll never take that leap. And I will take this leap with you anywhere, any place, anytime.
I love you.
I love you too.
Talented, groundbreaking. We love him. He is truly amazing. Disney legend, Anthony Anderson.
How's everybody doing this afternoon? First, I'd like to say it is an honor to stand before you as a Disney legend. Growing up in Compton, California, about 25 miles west of here, Disney was always in the background. And looking at everything that you guys have been showing today, Disney has always been a part of my life. my upbringing, my rearing, my childhood, and it has informed me and allowed me to be the entertainer and the man that I am today. So to stand here as a legend is an honor. You know, Disney has taught all of us to dream and to dream big. And you know, it's been said that if your dreams don't frighten you, you're not dreaming big enough. So Disney has inspired me, and I hope it continues to inspire us all to dream larger than life. You know, I have my family here today. I have my brother, my sister-in-law, my nieces, my nephews, my fraternity brothers, my friends and their sons. And I hope that I stand before you as an example of what hard work, determination, dedication, sacrifice, and dreams are all about. Can't forget about my agents. They're here as well. One has a broken neck. I don't even know why he's here right now. But that's the power of imagination and dreaming. Disney brings everybody out. So I'd like to end this just by saying thank you, and I love you all.
Good entertainment can be.
I am very intrigued by my character. Beau is not wife wallpaper in her husband's world.
I feel invincible. She is joyful because she is embodying the fullness of her own life.
I think it is about time that our industry and our world wake up to the actual balance that exists.
Women are not defined by who we are in relationship to. We are valuable, powerful, and entertaining just because we are. I love going to work.
And offering space where all of us can feel empowered to be our true selves. It's really about telling stories that exemplify who we are as humans in our difference and in our sameness. That's what makes this world so beautiful. Go where your heart is leading you.
There's no time in your life when you should give up on your dreams.
Multi-award-winning queen of empowerment, she's simply magnificent. Disney legend, Tracee Ellis Ross.
All of you guys, because there's so many Disneys in here. Oh, woo! It is such what an honor. A legend, huh? To receive a prestigious Disney Legends Award, to enter a Hall of Fame. Thank you, Bob and Tamara, thank you so much. And everyone at Disney for giving the Ish franchise a platform, for giving me a place to call home for 8 years, and for our ongoing partnership. It is so profoundly extraordinary to be a part of the magic and the wonder that is Disney. So Blackish doesn't exist without Kenya and all the extraordinary writers and crew and the creatives that are unmatched in their level of excellence. For 8 years, I mean, that doesn't hold a candle to Grey's Anatomy, but 24 episodes a season. And thank you to my partner, Anthony, for all that we built together. And I don't have any children, but my TV kids are here. Marseille and Miles are here. It's wonderful to be named a legend for my work as Bo Johnson and for my contribution to a show that truly changed the landscape of modern primetime television. To spend 8 years on a show that not only entertained, but that generated so much cultural value was an honor. For me, a legend is someone whose work makes more space for others to be more free, more safe, and hopefully for the world to be more just. The world's view of Black women is not elastic in its ability to see us expansively and to see our joy. So it does feel legendary to have intentionally inhabited the selfhood of Bo Johnson, not just her motherhood or her jobhood or her wifehood, but the fullness of a woman thriving with all of those parts. And it feels also really legendary to have built and advocated for and breathed life into a joyful Black woman for 8 years on a great show. So I really hope that the space that Bo Johnson or Rainbow Johnson created is an invitation for a creation of more Black women-centered stories that reflect the truth and diversity of who we are in the world. I love being a part of Disney. There's sparkles in my hair, there's sparkles on my body. And I still have to say, after all these years, I was at Disneyland recently, Space Mountain is still the ride. I'm telling you, the Star Wars ride blew me away, but then I went to Space Mountain and I was like, it's still the one! Anyway, thank you so much.
Welcome to a little bit of Florida here in California. This is where the early planning is taking place for our so-called Florida project. I asked what Project X was. Project X.
Project X was the name that they used for the Florida project, which eventually became Walt Disney World.
The chief strategist that Walt and Roy chose to lead the land acquisition for Project X was one of the company's lawyers, Robert Price Foster.
Bob Foster was chosen to be one of the select 7, but actually knew what was going on in Florida.
Disney set up 5 corporations.
When you want to buy a lot of land at a reasonable price, you don't use the Disney name.
Bob was able to start quietly inquiring into what kind of land was available.
He was so ingenious with his real estate development.
Bob was able to pay only $180 an acre. So total only $5 million for the 27,440 acres, twice the size of Manhattan.
And believe me, it's the most exciting and challenging assignment we've ever tackled at Walt Disney Productions.
There's no doubt that there would not be a Walt Disney World if it wasn't for Bob Foster.
Forever a part of our Disney heritage, accepting the honor for Disney legend Robert Price Bob Foster, his daughter, Debbie Swinson.
Bob. I would also like to thank the Disney Legends Committee and all those who helped make this great honor happen for my father. It's funny how when it's your own parent who does something extraordinary, you tend to not appreciate their accomplishments. But through the process of this honor becoming a reality, I've come to see my father, Robert Price Foster, through the eyes of those who, in working with him, grew to admire and respect the person he was and the invaluable contributions he made to the Walt Disney Company. In the early 60s, my father secretly negotiated the deals that laid the groundwork for what is today the most popular vacation resort in the world, Walt Disney World. But a much smaller event established him as a hero in my eyes long before he ever began traveling to Florida. In 1961, on my 6th birthday, my dad was brave enough to take me and 5 other little girls to Disneyland, all by himself. We were awestruck by how, with the flash of his card, we could skip to the front of the line of our favorite attractions. Of course, there wasn't much of a line for the Dumbo ride in those days. Dad had even arranged for all of us to sit in the front row of the Golden Horseshoe Revue, and for his birthday girl to be called up on stage. But when they mistakenly brought up the wrong little blonde girl instead of me, there were tears. Nevertheless, the day was purely magical, and he gave me a birthday I would never forget. A few years later, he began crisscrossing the country. And unbeknownst to us, under the watchful eye of Walt Disney, he was quietly scouting for and purchasing over 27,000 acres of land that would become Walt Disney World. Using an alias and diverting attention from himself and his employer, he single-handedly negotiated with over 100 landowners across the United States. He's been compared to a secret agent for covertly negotiating one of the largest purchases ever made by a single corporation, and for implementing the improvement district that would allow Walt Disney World to become a reality. This year, at the age of 97, my father learned that he was to be recognized for his significant contributions to the Disney Company. He was greatly touched and grateful for this happy news. 1 week later, he passed away with the proud knowledge that he would be honored as a Disney legend. On behalf of my father, Robert Foster, and his family, some of whom are here in the audience today, I'm so pleased to accept this award. To the world, my dad is now a Disney legend. But to that 6-year-old little girl, he always has been.
Was in love with music from a very early age. I asked my parents to get us a piano when I was 8, and I sat down and I could play it right away.
We knew there was something special with his song. For Spontaneous was saying, God, you could just hear the 100 strings cranking on that.
By the time I was about 15 or 16, I knew I was going to do music. I went to Disney thinking, I'll work there for 6 months and then I'll go back to being a songwriter. And 31 years later, I never left. The storytelling nature of a musical is different than a regular animated film. I'm trying to keep the quality level consistent. That's when I really started falling in love with the theater business.
without Chris Montan's guidance, wisdom, and talent. He is a secret weapon of the Disney company, and we are so excited to have worked with him.
I was always artist first, whether it was Alan Menken or Phil Collins. You're there to make these people better.
I'd like to thank Chris Montan.
Chris Montan!
I never dreamed I would get to do what I got to do. These movies and these songs last forever.
The musical secret weapon of the Walt Disney Company. Disney legend, Chris Montan.
Thanks, Bob and Cameron. And thanks to the Disney Legend Committee, particularly Tom Schumacher and Alan Bergman. The great thing about working at Disney was that music really mattered. To give you an example, show of hands, what are your most favorite Paramount songs? Okay, how about your favorite 5 Disney songs? Well, there's a reason for that, and it really started with Walt. Walt was really the first filmmaker who used songs as an integral part of his storytelling process, maybe the first, and it wound up with all those great classics like Snow White, Pinocchio, and Dumbo. So when I got to Disney, I thought, what's our best possible and highest ambition? And for me, it was, could we try to replicate those same great successes that Walt had had in our era? And with the help of so many amazing, the greatest songwriters of our generation, Howard Ashman, there's so many, Alan Menken, Tim Rice, Elton John, Stephen Schwartz, Phil Collins, Bobby and Kristen Lopez, and my Frozen gang who are all right here, love you, and finally Lin-Manuel Miranda. I like to think that we got some of that same achievement that Walt was able to do. I wish you guys could have all been on the phone with me and experienced what it's like to hear a Phil Collins play You'll Be in My Heart for the first time over the phone, or Alan Menken working on Go the Distance. When Phil and I were working on Tarzan, it was very early on, I said, don't write anything yet, Phil, but he's kind of a work machine. So a month later he called me and said, I've got something I want to play you. And I went, okay. And he played You'll Be in My Heart. And the chorus was perfect. But the verse I thought was still needed some work. And I went, well, Phil, I love the song. We have a hit chorus, but I think the verse could be stronger. Then I put my hand over the phone. I thought, you know, I'm telling Phil Collins his song, like nobody's doing that at his record company, right? But that was my job. And he went, so I took my hand off the phone and I went, how's this gonna go? And he goes, right, I'll call you back. And the next day, he called me back, come stop your crying. Perfect. The whole song, as it was written in the movie, and that won the Oscar. That's what my life was like. I'd like to thank my family for being here. They flew in from all parts of the country. And I would especially like to thank you, the Disney fans, because you're the ones who we did this for. You know, I woke up in the morning and I tried to imagine, I wanted to make a song that your uncle would like as much as your niece and your grandmother. We tried very hard to be universal with our melodies, and it was such a great experience, and I thank you, and I hope that you all keep singing along. Thank you.
to a big board. How'd you get started? I started doing plays in my dad's bar. Actually, that was how I started acting. Reindeers are better than people. Sven, don't you think that's true?
Speaking of bringing the vocal, for the first time in forever, we have Jonathan Groff. First time you were in Hamilton.
Yes. I remember being a kid and acting out Disney cartoons. Wow. To be a part of something like this was a complete dream come true. Oh my God. It's really creative and joyful. It makes you feel like you're a kid again. Now it goes out to the world. Now it's theirs to enjoy. It's exciting to open up the doors and let everybody come in. Well, that went well. Sven, don't patronize me.
From the realms of theater, television, and film, and the families of Glee, Hamilton, and Frozen, Disney legend Jonathan Groff.
Hi everybody, how you feeling? I'm good, thank you for asking. I'm a Disney legend, right? What could be better? I'm so excited. As a young gay boy, growing up in the late 80s, early 90s in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, we have some Amish back there. Disney VHS tapes were my primary source of escape and self-expression. I, as I'm sure many people in this room did, memorized scenes, songs, line readings, choreography. I dressed up as Peter Pan, as Alice in Wonderland, as Cinderella, and one Halloween when I was 3 years old, I dressed up as Mary Poppins, complete with lipstick and a carpet bag. I actually have a home video of my Mennonite grandparents that Halloween calling me Mary without any sense of irony. Disney was my complete life as a kid, and getting to voice the role of Kristoff in Frozen is a complete dream come true, and it's such an honor to be on this illustrious list of Disney legends, and it's extra special to be here with Idina and Kristen and Josh. I love the three of you so much, and I'm so happy that we're forever tied to each other in this film. And I want to thank three people. I want to thank my mom for letting me, Julie Groff! I want to thank my mom for letting me dress up as whoever I wanted to dress up as. And for always fanning the flame of my creativity. She is my true personal legend. And I want to thank Chris Buck, and I want to thank Jennifer Lee. Thank you so much for changing all of our lives and for changing the world with Frozen. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of the Disney family. And thank you for creating a space where even young boys can put on their Anna and Elsa dresses and sing and express themselves and be the true Disney legends that they are. Thank you so much.
Kristen Bella's done is pretty incredible.
Do you want to build a snowman?
She allows us to see strong, funny, beautiful characters.
Places everybody, it's time to start the show.
She's from the other studio.
It gets a little lonely. It really does mean the world to me that you all came here tonight to cheer me on.
Priscilla!
Yes?
Flash?
You can't control the things that happen to you, but you can control the way you react to them.
For years I've roamed these empty halls. Why have a ballroom with no balls?
It's about finding inner strength, because the only thing you can do is one step at a time.
Wow, we're so ready for this change. 'Cause for the first time in forever.
These projects will affect me in my bones forever.
Nothing's ignored.
The optimistic, bright-spirited, award-winning, multi-talented, and did we mention funny? Disney legend, Kristen Bell!
Hi guys. I would also like to say thank you to everyone at Disney for this award, and I would also like to say I'm sorry to every parent who has had to listen to Frozen. Luke, I feel you, I see you, I am you, I get it. Growing up, similarly to Jonathan, Disney meant everything to me. For my 7th birthday, I dressed up as Bob Iger, and it was a huge hit. And I don't know if I said it in the video, but I think that all of the most special projects have some sort of pixie dust on them that you can just feel, and I would absolutely not be standing here without my pixie dust wielding collaborators, Jen and Peter and Chris and Bobby and Kristen and Josh and Adina and Jonathan. My hearts, my loves, we're all so grateful when we get to see each other. You are all so inspiring. You are intimidatingly talented and just like a 10 out of 10 to spend time with. So Disney taught me to dream big and follow your heart, and also that it is totally appropriate to burst out into song at any given moment, which I really appreciate. Playing Princess Anna has been the highlight of my life, I think. I mean, other than my kids and stuff, but I'm so happy to be a part of the Disney family, and this year I'll probably dress up as you, Bob Chapek, for either Halloween or my birthday. I haven't decided yet. Thank you so much for this Disney Legends Award. It seems heavy, but I know that it will be the one thing I don't have to purchase for my kids at the theme park today, so thank you.
Hi everyone. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Josh Gad.
There's a Renaissance man and a snowman. Me?
This will all make sense when I'm older. I grew up watching Aladdin and watching Robin Williams belt out, "You ain't never had a friend like me," thinking to myself, I want to do that one day. This is fine. LeFou, my dearest companion.
There is nothing you can't do.
There's such a joy in seeing the reactions of kids. He brings a lot of heart. Some people are worth melting for. Just maybe not right this second. It's a dream come true. And I can't wait to see what my buddy self can do. How much cooler I'll be.
your dreams come true. You are a Disney legend, and you keep melting our hearts. Everyone, Josh Gad!
God, I love you, Disney fans. Thank you all for being here today. I want to speak from the heart. It's such a huge honor and privilege, and by heart I mean teleprompter, to be here today to receive this incredible recognition. There's nothing like having a reason to put on a suit when it's 158 degrees outside. I love you, Ava! That was my daughter. Behind closed doors, I've always referred to myself as the Angela Lansbury of my generation. And I thank you for finally making it official. To peak at 41 is the culmination of everything that I've worked so hard to achieve. Early retirement, knowing that as a legend, I have nothing left in this life to accomplish. Like Sir Ben Kingsley and Dame Judi Dench before me, I will heretofore ask to be formally recognized by my peers and my fans as Disney legend Josh Gad. This corporate knighthood will be worn as a way to not only further my own status, but hopefully get me priority lane access on all Disney theme park rides. And while I know that this honor is most likely a polite way of Disney letting us know that a Frozen live-action film is in the works with Millie Bobby Brown and Zendaya as the beloved sisters of Paradise, and Jacob Tremblay as Olaf, none of that matters, because all of my insurance, car registration, and doctor forms will now have Disney legend as a prefix. On a final note, the reason I am here is, like I said, because once upon a time, I saw a movie called Aladdin, and there was this little character named the Genie that inspired me to one day dare to dream of creating a character as memorable, funny, and beloved. I failed, but to now, 30 years later, share this incredible honor with my idol and late friend Robin Williams is a gift my 10-year-old self could never have imagined. Thank you, Disney, Bob, and all involved in this selection for honoring me alongside these incredible legends here, and in particular, my Frozen family, Adina, Kristen, Jonathan, the incredible Frozen creative team, Jen, I love you more than words. I can't see you, but I love you. Chris, Bobby, Kristen, and my friend up there, the great Chadwick Boseman. Thank you to my mom, my stepdad Stan, my beautiful daughters Ava and Isabella, my wife Ida, my entire family for giving me the space to dream. And finally, to the person who rejected me at Disney casting headquarters in Orlando, Florida when I was 18 years old and applying to be a Jungle Cruise skipper, true story, please make sure to update my resume to Disney legend Josh Gad.
It's such a gift. I go in the studio and record and
It's the song that everyone's singing.
We just can't let it go.
The highest grossing animated movie of all time.
music is truly the universal language for all of us.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Award winning actress
When I find my voice and when I sing, I find my power, my identity. constant reminder of how important it is for all of us to remember that we have this incredible power and we can do great things. To know that I'm part of this family and this history, it's an all-time high for me.
The cold never bothered me anyway.
Multi-talented, forever an inspiration, Disney legend Idina Menzel!
Can I go in like this? I like to do that in the studio. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here. I just, real quickly, can I just say that, like Patrick Dempsey said, when I was a little girl, wait, I'm leaning over and I don't want Elsa to have big boobs. So, okay. Sorry, Bob. It's hard being a 12-year-old blonde animated character and a 51-year-old sexy goddess in real life. Yeah, so when I was little, Grandpa Nat, he took me to those Sunday weekly Disney double features out in Jersey. And we saw everything. We saw Fantasia, we saw the OG, Cinderella and Snow White, we saw Lady and the Tramp, my favorite movie. We saw Pinocchio, and we would leave there and we were mesmerized, we were invigorated. I would run home singing and acting out all the scenes with him, and I'd hide behind the sofa, and he'd say, "Ladies and germs, introducing the one and only Miss Idina Menzel," and I'd pop up with my little hairbrush microphone and I'd sing "When You Wish Upon a Star." And it was Disney and Grandpa Nat who really sparked my love for music and storytelling and my dream of performing and being on the stage and screen. So to be here in front of all of you, as a Disney princess turned queen, I can't believe it. I mean, Elsa is the embodiment of empowerment and this young woman who gives us permission to embrace everything that makes us extraordinary in the world and our uniqueness, and we should share it, and we shouldn't rise above our fear, and we should never conceal ourselves. We should always share our talents with the world. So I just want to say, though, that this is a dream come true for me, but dreams don't happen in isolation, and they happen with incredible minds and talent like Jennifer Lee and Chris Buck and Peter Del Vecchio and Chris Montan and Tom McDougall and all my Frozen friends who are backstage now. Chris and Jonathan and Josh, who I love so much, and my husband who's here, Aaron, and my sister who's here, Kara, and my little boy Walker who's in middle school, 7th grade for the first time, figuring out how to do a combination lock. And how to check email for the first time. And lastly, all of you fans, I mean, we may be Disney legends, but you Let It Go fans are truly legendary. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. A quick shout out to my Enchanted family, who I'm doubly excited about being here with this weekend. And so last but not least, in the words of Jiminy Cricket, when you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Everything your heart desires will come to you.
No one had any faith in that movie.
It's kind of an experiment. We are out of our minds. Everybody at the studio decided they didn't want to work on the movie.
There wasn't that much confidence in your solution on the time.
Oh God, who's gonna want to go see that? We go to movies not to see a technique. We say, I want to just be taken to another world. And that's what movies do, whether they're animated or live action.
You start with ideas, funny ideas, interesting ideas, emotional ideas. That journey of an idea to something that happens out on screens everywhere around the world is truly extraordinary.
Ah, the simple pleasures of a delicious corn dog.
Beauty and the Beast got 6 nominations, including Best Picture.
I think Beauty and the Beast probably cemented Disney as a force in animation again. It said, we want to see more from you guys. We think you're filmmakers.
I've been able to work with really, really great people who take words and paint and pixels, and they spin them into these stories that give real meaning to our lives. That's what Walt Disney did, and that's what I want to do too.
Oscar-winning Disney storyteller extraordinaire, the one and only Disney legend, Don Hahn. Don regrets that he is unable to join us today, but he sends his full-hearted gratitude for this recognition, and we are proud to accept this honor on his behalf.
Baba,
Yes, Miss.
tell me a story.
Which one?
The story of home.
Vengeance has consumed you. I'm done letting it consume me.
Find a way to look after one another as if we were one single tribe.
I say that he was a star, but also a shooting star, because forever kids who see him in that Black Panther role, they get to dream about and wish about and make wishes on that shooting star.
I don't know what your future is, but if you are willing to take the heart away, the one that has ultimately proven to have more meaning, more victory, more glory, then you will not regret it.
It is my great privilege to introduce this powerful moment, accepting the honor for Disney legend Chadwick Boseman his brother, Derek Poston.
I don't know if Josh is still here or not. Thank you for shouting out Chad, and I know that he loved you. On behalf of my parents who are here, my wife is here, one of my sons is here, two of my cousins who are like sisters are here, Chad's widow Simone is here. When I heard that Disney wanted to honor Chad, the first word that came to mind for me was the word honor. And so I looked it up. And the dictionary simply said, well, one of the dictionaries said that honor is a good name. And since I'm a preacher, I went to the scripture where it says that a good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and loving favor rather than silver and gold. As I think about my brother and this honor that's being bestowed upon him, first of all, I wish that he was here to receive it. Him not being here has been a point of immense pain for my whole family. But as I think about him, I think about how he honored our parents, how he honored his family, how he honored even his friends, and he made sure that his friends also had good careers. How he honored all the contracts that he signed, except for the last one. But he honored them with his blood, his sweat, his tears, as he played these roles and was taking chemo at the same time. Some of these roles that had him doing things that were physical. Chad was an amazing person, and him being honored today is no surprise to me, because he spent his life from childhood to today always being recognized and receiving honors. He also honored his widow. He was so strong that even in his last days, 6 days before he died, he honored the promise that he made to her, and he married her. I close with this. Plato is credited with coining the phrase that art imitates life, since we're talking about storytelling. From what I know about history, he probably stole that phrase from Kemet or Egypt, from Imhotep. But Oscar Wilde came behind him and he said that life imitates art. And in his case, meaning Chad's, it seems that life is imitating art. And if we pay attention in this thing called storytelling, a story is being told to us all, and it's often played out in cinema. As I take my seat, I want to say that before the pandemic, Netflix had a movie called Pandemic. Thank you for honoring my brother. And I want to say, Chad will always love you. And Mom and Dad will always love you. My mom was supposed to give this speech, but she gave it to me. And to me, you and Daddy are also legends. Because it takes a king and a queen to create a king.
Congratulations to our newest Disney legends. Yes, please. And all of our Disney legends of the first 100 years. You heard in each of their speeches how Disney touched their lives as children, and now here they are, living legends amongst us. So thank you. And now, we have a very special Disney surprise just for you. Please welcome to perform their multi-platinum hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for 5 weeks, live on stage, the cast of Disney Animation's Academy Award-winning Encanto.
Mariano Solís told me that the men of my dreams could be just out of reach, but drawn to another. Hey sis, I want not a sound about you. I can hear him.
100 years of Disney!